Hi, it's time for another web blog with the use of video. Um, the only thing I really have to say today is that I'm in a good mood. I have an exam to study for, which is weird. Or rather, it's not so weird, it's just that my brain seems to have stopped functioning. Every time I read something for it, I have to read the page like 3 or 4 times because the information just isn't clicking and it's not staying. It's like my brain's at full capacity or something, and now it just won't listen anymore. Other than that, I'm beginning to suspect I may be going bald. And I'm serious. I'm serious. I think there's like, wait a minute. I don't know which way. Yeah, I think there's like a bald patch forming here. You see how it's like thinner there than it is? Look at that. What's that? I don't know. It's starting to freak me out. I don't want to be bald. I don't want to be a bald person. You see what I'm talking about? These little frizzy hairs there? It just looks bald to me. My father says I'm going insane. But I've seen bald chicks. Bald chicks exist. That happens, doesn't it? Going bald? Maybe they just wear wigs. Maybe that's why nobody notices. Yeah, so this exam tomorrow. By the way, I will be Googling what causes hair loss in women later. This exam, I don't know. It's in economics, which I have to admit is fairly common sense. Like, it's mostly just common sense. But, I don't know. Reading about taxes and inflation and price elasticity and externalities is just so fucking uninteresting to me. Like, I'm kind of glad that I know it. Like, the snob in me is proud that I have this information. Like, oh yeah, you don't know anything about economics, do you? Well, I know the basics of it, because I'm badass like that. Like, the snob in me relishes in this information. But, on the other hand, I'm fairly relaxed about it. Pretty much everyone skipped class today. Pretty much everyone, because they were all so busy studying for this exam tomorrow. And you know what? I have so much going on. I have so much to do. And I think I've just stopped caring. I think I've just stopped caring. Not about like, my work or my school or anything. I still love it. I'm still handing everything in. I'm still doing everything that I'm supposed to. But I'm seriously starting to get relaxed on stuff. Like, oh yeah, it'll go. The fear is gone, How you have to have the fear, the driving horror that you won't do so good. That's starting to fade into obscurity. I'm starting to think, you know what? Just let it go. It's not that important in the grand spectrum of things. What's important is that you maintain your sanity, that you get regular sleep, that you don't work yourself into the ground. That's what's important now. In other news, let me think. It looks like, well, it's almost certain-ish, that I'm gonna be going to India this summer. Yeah, so as you may have deducted from my blog, like a month and a half ago or something, month and a half ago, that this kind of now, I don't know, 7-month plan of Rasmus's to win me back has come to some fruition. And he lives in India, so the only way to see if we're gonna work is obviously to spend some time together. And he has asked me graciously, seeing as how, he has a job and everything, and over the summer, I got nothing, to come and stay with him. So he's basically, yeah, he's flying my ass to India. And once I get over there, me and Rinka are gonna hook up in Singapore and get up to all sorts of trouble. And India should be good. India should be good. There's a lot of, I've heard a lot of things about India. I've heard a lot about dirty water and people walking around in garbage and people getting hit by cars and corpses lying on the street and things like that. But I reckon I'll manage to make it a positive experience, I reckon I'll be like, yeah, there's that dead guy, but yeah. Maybe there's no way to make something positive out of a corpse. Besides the point, it looks like I'm going to be spending my summer over there. And then Ringa and Andrew and Rasmus and I. You see the bald spot? You see it? I'm really worried. Anyway, it looks like yeah. Then Ring Drew and Rasmus and I will go traveling around Asia a bit. Stop by China and Vietnam and Cambodia and probably Malaysia. And yeah, do something fucking badass like that, because that's how I roll. We'll see. I'm just happy I got an opportunity to fly somewhere, because now that I'm a student, I don't have any money for anything. And I'm really poor, and I was really worried that was going to hamper my plane ticket addiction, as anyone who's followed this for any amount of time will know is a bit of a problem area for me. Plane tickets. Yeah, but as luck would have it, people are now willing to sponsor my plane tickets to other places. It's excellent. I'm very lucky, and I'm very, very grateful. And in other news, it looks like I might even, if I'm, flying over to India, I might be able to get a stopover in London so that I can visit my crew for, hopefully a few days. Because I miss my London crew. And yeah, get to catch up. Hang out with my Luke monster, and maybe even drag Nick and Dre down to London for an afternoon. And I'll get to see my Oni and probably Adonis also. No, I probably won't even tell them when I'm going to show up, I'm just going to be hanging outside the office of my old work, just la la la. And then they'll walk out, and I'll just be standing there all cool and shit and be like, yeah, hey, what up? I'm here now. No, that's probably not gonna happen. I'll probably tell them so that they make sure that they go out for lunch with me. Let me see what else is going on. Actually, I think that's probably my news. That's my big news. I'm quasi-official with Rasmus now. Though it's weird, making an announcement like that, saying, oh yeah, Rasmus and I are kind of back together, when he lives on another continent. Do you know what I'm saying? We haven't really had a chance to be or act coupley since, we're so far away from each other. But I suppose that's what India's all about, right? See if it, actually spend some time together as a couple, see how it goes. It's exciting stuff. I don't know, I've got this nervous twitch right now. I keep fidgeting, I got the Jimmy leg going, I think this might be a physical manifestation of my inner stress, which is being repressed heavily by, apathy, etc. Anyway, I've talked way too